Hey, I'm Proteus, and this is my mom.
Hi everybody, I'm Marilyn.
Um, she's the one who spearheaded our trip to the UK, so I thought it was only appropriate that she joined me for my Q&A. And as you may have noticed, I changed my shirt. My old one's got some problems.
And he's not allowed to wear it.
Alright, without further ado, let's get into the questions. I'll start with asking them, and I'll bring the mic over to Mom. Okay, Christopher Bouchard. It's alright about the low upload count. You're awesome and we know it. Thanks, man. Now for the questions. What was the best part of the trip?
Well, I'm not a train person, but I have to say the train rides were the best part. First, Snowdon Mountain, going down. On the way up was very crowded, but on the way down, just spectacular. Then Festiniog train ride, and then Clembarras were the best parts.
For me, it was getting invited to Boston Lodge. On the day we went to the Festiniog, the engine I really wanted to see was Lyd, but she wasn't around. And my mom mentioned it to a volunteer who went to the general manager. Next thing I know, we're getting a footplate ride on Fiji while she's running around to doublehead a volunteer special with Linda, I believe it was. And then that's what we did the next morning. We went to Boston Lodge and saw, among other locomotives, Lyd. Get it? My brother came over to say something and my computer's overheating, so I have to turn the fan on. So we saw Talyllyn there as well. She was having her seized valve gear looked at. I don't know if I told you this, but she's back on the Talyllyn Railway now.
No, I didn't know that.
I believe it was last week or the week before.
Fixed her all up.
Out of all the engines you saw, which one or ones was and were your favorite?
I liked Fiji the best because I got a footplate ride.
The ones I was really looking forward to seeing were Lyd and Dolgok, and I got to see them both, so I'm a happy guy. Did you get to drive an engine? No, but we've been on Fiji's footplate, and I've been on Lyd's and Tom Rolt's footplate as well. You didn't drive an engine either, did you?
No.
There might have been stuff going on that I wasn't aware of. Alright, next question comes from Dominic R. When is your next Rift Train coming out? By the end of the year. I'm tinkering with 2 ideas. Any comments?
No, not about Rifts.
I don't think she's seen my last one. Mr. Welsh Cole asks, when is the next parody coming out? Oh boy. As soon as I settle on which one I want to do. There's 2 I'm looking at. And will you make a video of the footage you took at the UK? Probably, yeah. Any comments? Sorry.
Actually, there's quite a bit of footage. It turned out better than I expected it to.
What's next? Dockside Salty 01. How was it like in the UK? Was it fun?
Everything was fun except the driving. The roads were hell. Mostly Wales, where I think all they did was pave sheep trails.
Yeah, I believe I said in my announcement video that the driving was terrifying. And not just in Wales. We had some hardships in England. We got a flat on our way to the Bluebell. Next question comes from Sparkshot. Proteus, finally I now know what you look like. With so many of us SIFers, we sometimes only know our voices. I know what you mean, man. I'll never forget the first time I saw a picture of you. He was doing impressions of the classic static faces of the Thomas characters. I got a kick out of that. Sounds like you had a really awesome time seeing everything. Didn't all that traveling tire you out?
They were long days. I packed in quite a tight agenda to make sure that we got everything that we wanted to done in 7 days. So we were pretty much on the go from 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. every day. Mike got a little bit of downtime when we were in Edinburgh, so yeah, he was pretty pooched.
I think the worst I had was on Monday when we visited 3 railways. I had a headache after that. Yeah, it was tiring, but in the car I was always too frightened to go to sleep. I think this is the last one. Jivio. Is there or was there any place in the UK that you didn't get to see that you wish you did and would do it again?
I don't know if I would, but every time we went to a railway, people asked us if we were going to this one, that one. I was amazed. I didn't realize there were that many railways in the UK. So I'm sure Mike could easily list another 7 to 10 railways that he'd like to make a trip of and could make it worthwhile.
We passed through a bunch of places on our way to the Tallaglyn and the Festiniak and the railway centre in Midland. We passed through Welshpool, Fairborn, Llangollen.
What was the one right across Festiniak?
Welsh Highland. So yeah, if I could find a way to get to Portmatic and Towin and not drive, I would totally go to the Festiniak and the Tallaglyn again. What was the least favorite aspect of the UK and your most favorite aspect?
Well, we kind of said that already. We lucked out with the weather. Every time we went to a place, we'd heard that it had rained and poured, and we had really good weather, so I think we were really lucky, especially going up Snowdon Mountain, to be able to see everything up there without it pouring down. That would have been a bummer. Let's see. I would say that's the only downer, except that at the bed and breakfast is served at 8:30, and we left by 7 o'clock every day, so it would have been nice to have been able to enjoy a breakfast at our before we're heading out. But other than that, it was great.
I guess my least favorite aspect of the UK was the bacon.
Pea meal bacon.
Yeah.
Sausage was good.
Oh yeah. My most favorite aspect, I guess, just being around British people. Was it as you imagined it'd be from a personal perspective, or like as expected, or completely different?
I wasn't expecting that many sheep, although they do talk about it. So just seeing them wander around was quite unique to the UK, and I was glad to be able to experience something like that.
We both had been to the UK before, so we weren't too miffed. I don't think miffed's the right word I'm looking for. But
surprised?
Yeah.
No real surprises.
No, not really. I saw a couple cows on the drive to Towin.
You gonna edit that?
Sure. Yeah, you just leave it to me. I guess that's everything. Alright, to everyone who asked a question, thanks very much. Anything you want to say, Mom?
Bye, everybody. This is my first time and I was nervous.
No, you've been a real brick. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Brick meets sport.
Brick is good?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Signing off.